Hey YouTube, Texas Gear Reviews here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Gerber Grylls fire starter. Now some of you may or may not know, over on my other channel we've been doing videos, we've been upgrading the bug out bags, emergency kits, all that stuff. And when I was going through my bags, I lost my fire starter. I was looking for a new one. I've been doing a lot of research on it, and a buddy of mine had this one up for trade, so I did trade for it. So it is fairly used, a little bit, not heavily, but and I've played with it quite a bit since I've gotten it. But I was looking for something between the price range of $10 to $15, and the Grylls fire starter was on my list. It wasn't at the top of the list, but it was on my list. Probably right around top 5 of what I was looking into to buy. Just a couple of specs on this thing. Couldn't find out a whole bunch on it. Length is 4.7 inches. It's about a 0.9-inch diameter, and it weighs right around 2.6 ounces. When you get it, it does come with a whistle on the end of the lanyard here that has been removed. And you also get the Grylls Essential Survival Guide, a little mini packet guide that comes with all the Grylls products. On the outside of it here, you have your SOS signal, and then you have your Alpine rescue signals. Just printed on the plastic here. It is supposed to be waterproof. It's a waterproof tube, comes with a ferro rod and striker built into it, and then a small capsule for tinder or whatever you want to put in there. It's a textured plastic handle with emergency signals. Like I said, has an orange rubber washer right here, and that's how they waterproof it. And we're going to test that theory here real soon on another video. I think it would be perfect for, like, an emergency backup fire starter for your survival kit or bug out bag or whatever you have. But it would also be, a cool learning tool for your kids or something like that. If you're an avid outdoorsman, you want to get your kids into it, this is the kind of stuff you can use to do that. I did find quite a few reviews on it. Of course, it's Grylls, so you're going to find a bunch of reviews, and usually Grylls products get a bad rap. A lot of people will give them bad reviews. I don't know if that's because they actually break them or because they just don't like Grylls or what, but honestly, with this one right here, there was more good reviews from people who admittedly didn't like Grylls or Grylls products, and they were giving this 4 to 5 out of 5 stars, and that's what most reviewers gave it, right about a 4 to 5 out of 5 stars. I don't know if I mentioned this, but you can pick this up. It's $11, right around $11 bucks. Back onto the reviews. Most stated they loved it right off the bat. There was a few complaints about it being too bulky, and some wished it had a neck lanyard. That don't really bother me. I can always change the lanyard out if I want to with some paracord, make it as long as I want. So I think that's something that's very fixable with what they give you. We're going to rate it right around 4 out of 5 stars. It would get a 5, but there are a few things I have to complain about with it. As always, I can always find something to complain about. Just real quick, they do include this little lock right here, so it'll lock it into place so nothing comes open on you. Show you the inside of it. There's your striker, there's your ferro rod. That's one of my complaints, is this striker is kind of a pain in the butt to use, and I'll show you that just here in a second. If you don't get that angle just perfect on it, you're not going to get a good spark. Like I said, it does come with a little capsule. We have some fat wood, little chunks in there, and then some cotton down in there, and that's going to be my second complaint, is this capsule only runs about this deep, and there's no reason they couldn't have ran it all the way down to here. You can feel it's hollow in there. Why they stopped it here, I don't know. They should have just went ahead and ran it down, but they didn't. And there may be a reason for that, but I'm not sure what that reason would be. So I'm just going to show you a few different angles on it. Get a spark there. So it's a decent striker. It's just not a great striker. I think it leaves a lot to be desired. And you can see Wahoo Killer throwing a crazy amount of sparks off of it. So definitely think they needed to put a better striker in this thing. And you can tell when I strike it, those little sparks kind of roll around on the desk a little bit. That's how you can tell if it has a high magnesium content and if it's going to be a good ferro rod or not. Just do one with something with a good ferro rod, and then use like the Harbor Freight magnesium and flint block, and you'll see that those sparks just kind of shower, and then, you know, before they ever hit, they're usually out. So that's how I always test them anyways. So yeah, 4 out of 5 stars. We're going to have some testing coming with this real soon. We're waiting for it to cool down a little bit outside. We're in Texas heat right now. We're in mid-90s, low 90s. It's just too hot to get out there and do a fire for sure, but we've got a lot of gear to do some testing with, and we're just going to wait for it to cool down. So sometime this fall we'll be getting a lot of test videos out, and this is going to be one of them, so be looking out for those. That's going to be it for this one. As always, thanks for watching YouTube.